All right, you guys. So we're going to get into this episode of the Bad Batch Season 3, Episode 1. We have 3 episodes coming this evening or this morning, depending on where you are in the world. And we're going to get into these episodes, guys, real briefly over the first 2 seasons. I've really enjoyed the Bad Batch, and it's sad that we're only going to get 3 seasons of this, but I think that's a pretty good length. Plus, it's going to cover a pretty good period of the beginning of the Empire. And I think we're going to get a really good look at the Empire's ruthlessness, especially as it pertains to the clones. I think we're going to get a resolution to what happens to the clones and why we don't see them throughout the galaxy in the original trilogy. So we will see what they have in store for us. Again, we have 3 episodes. There is 15 episodes for this season, guys, and I'll be doing a reaction to every single one of those episodes. So if you're new to the channel, you most definitely want to subscribe and hit that bell so you get alerts when I put up my videos for these reactions, guys. So sum it up, guys, especially for season 2, where we got the death of Tech, which was very emotional, a very, very well set up death. For the character of honorable death. He saved his comrades, he saved his brothers, and they were able to escape. Unfortunately, Omega was captured and taken back to the cloning facility. So that's our setup. That's where we're at this particular point. So, all right, guys. So for our first episode, we have Confined. With the thumbnail of Omega, guys. So again, let's get into this episode. Confined. Wow. This is an interesting start. Damn. Uh-oh. Oh, he's not sending it back.
If they're past the perimeter, then they're as good as dead.
So they're letting us know how dangerous the perimeter is, outside the perimeter. Your boy there, Omega. And she has the patches, the cloners patches on. I wonder if we'll ever get that figure.
Good morning, Omega.
Her sister.
How are you feeling today? Like a prison.
Crosshair. He didn't even look at her. Wow, he didn't even look at her. And they're experimenting on the clones. Taking blood samples. Damn.
Can you at least tell me where my brothers are? I do not know.
If she knew, they'd be dead.
If you're a clone like me, how come I never saw you on Camino? Because I was sent elsewhere, until Dr. Hemlock took me under his wing. He saw potential in me. Like Nala Say, season you.
Interesting.
I never knew that I had a sister.
Interesting.
Nothing alone.
Now let's say.
Thank you, Omega. Omega, you're sample was taken.
Mm-hmm. Emery said it was routine.
She deleted it. And she's gonna toss it. Yep. Yep.
Why are you discarding it?
I figured she was gonna do that.
It's not like what Camino, is it?
No, it is not.
I don't understand. Why did they bring me here?
To ensure that I cooperate. The Empire seeks the reproduction of the genetic M-count. But the experiments on the specimens have yet to yield the desired result.
What specimens? You mean the clones?
No, not clones.
How nice to see you reunited with your trusted assistant.
Damn. Okay, this is a heavily secured area. The ARC troopers aren't even allowed in. Scorch doesn't even get to go in.
Finish some of mine. But there are too many guards watching me.
You shouldn't be down here at all.
Well, how else are we going to plan an escape?
There is no we, and there is no escape. I've already tried.
Every stronghold has a weak point. Maybe I can convince Emery to help. She's one of us.
Not every clone is your ally. You trust too easily.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't trust enough.
He's shake. He's got the shakes. He's got the shakes.
Crosshair?
Just go. Before you make things worse for both of us.
There has to be a way out of here. I'll find it.
How long has she been there? Wow. Are those weeks? Those must be weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe about 4 or 5 months, or those are rotations. I don't know. She has her hair tied differently. Oh, she didn't look at him this time. They took another sample from her? She's trying to keep it away from him, but they're gonna find out. And I wonder what blood they're adding to it. Is that the Emperor's blood? Like, whose blood is they adding?
K9X1! Hurry!
What's the issue?
Bitch is hurt!
LH-201 sustained injuries during the nightly patrol. If her wounds do not heal, the subject will be terminated.
Then do something to help her!
I am not a medical droid. It is not part of my programming.
So, put those teeth away and behave. See? It's not so bad. You
Stop. What is your primary objective?
escape?
Then stop wasting time on lost causes. Forget the Hound. Forget me. Complete the mission.
Not without you.
If I get the chance to escape, I wouldn't think twice about leaving you behind.
You're lying. You wouldn't do that. You're my brother.
I'm not them.
not giving up, Crosshair. I won't let you either.
Don't risk anything for me. I belong in here.
None of us belong in here.
Damn. Okay. God damn. She's been in there for a long time.
What's going on?
Surprise inspection. Standard procedure. Bring it here.
Is this
We've
a
been over this before, Omega. Personal items are forbidden. We'll dispose of it.
Don't! Please, Emery.
It is for your own good.
The Emperor should be pleased. We accomplished a successful transfer.
Not when the M count was severely diminished in the process. If we do not match or exceed the specimen's original count, it is a failure.
Yeah, that is the Emperor's blood.
If you cannot produce the desired results, I'll have to reconsider the freedoms I've given to your young assistant. I would hate to think you were intentionally delaying this advancement.
You should not question my loyalty to science, Doctor.
Of course. And we shall soon see if the Emperor is as understanding as I am.
So it sounds like they made a successful force-sensitive clone, but
Look at you.
the M count was diminished.
Did you not read the standing orders for the day? LH-201 has been slated for termination.
What? Why? She's healed.
The creature's recent domesticated disposition has been deemed a liability.
That's my fault, not hers.
It is protocol.
Let go!
Security alert.
Oh, wow.
Security.
Now you need to run away and not come back, okay? And try not to bite anyone. I can't go with you yet. I have to get Crosshair first. Go on! Betcha, go!
The rules I see. Releasing a weak lurker.
Doctor, perhaps I should return Omega to her room.
You have more to say.
I know. You brought me here to make Nala say cooperate. You need her. She won't work for you if you hurt me.
Of course, I'm not gonna hurt you, Omega. Your friend in the detention block, however, may not be as fortunate.
Don't hurt Crosshair. He didn't do anything.
Take her back to her room and restrict her access.
Oh, she gave her her thing back. Okay. So maybe she has bonded a little bit with her sister. Maybe she can trust her, but I don't know. Is that Betcha? Betcha. So a really, really good start to the season. More of a character-driven episode here where we're getting caught back up with Omega and what she's having to deal with being captured by the Empire. And then, of course, we're also getting a little bit more with Crosshairs. He is definitely down in the dumps. He feels as though that he belongs where he is, doesn't want Omega's help. And if he has the opportunity to escape, he's not thinking twice about leaving Omega right where she is. And Omega is totally the opposite. She won't go anywhere without Crosshairs. And she's seemingly trying to find a way out of there, but she's having a bit of a hard time doing so. And as we see, I think initially we saw there were 4 to 5 markings with the cross out. I guess she's documenting her time there. And later on, we see that more time has passed during the episode that we've watched. So she's been there for quite a while. I would say she's going on maybe 6-7 months at this facility. And then, of course, she made friends with the Hound, Betcha, who became injured. She was able to heal him, but unfortunately, she kind of domesticated him as well, which is not what the Empire wants. And the Hound was due for termination. She was able to rescue the Hound and help him get released back into the wild. And I think we saw him there at the end, very much alive and surviving in the wild. And I think we're going to see him come back again and help Omega and Crosshair escape somehow. So we'll see how that goes. I also think that Crosshair, as he had mentioned, he would not give a second thought to leaving Omega there and taking off. But I think that's going to come back to play, and where that's exactly what he won't do. He goes back for Omega and helps her to escape as well. So we'll see if that comes to fruition, guys. But really decent episode. I did enjoy the first episode. A little bit of a slow episode, but it was more of a character-driven episode. We also got to get some development with her sister as well. We see her sister is somewhat compassionate to her, returning her little rag doll to Omega, showing that she is forming some kind of bond with Omega. However, that could be a ploy by the Empire to kind of get Omega to trust her sister, where her sister may manipulate that trust. So we might need to be careful with that particular relationship with her sister, thinking that she's being sympathetic to Omega, where she might actually be trying to lure her in and make her comfortable so they can manipulate her and use Omega to their advantage. And then also one of the key points of this particular episode is that Nala Se is definitely keeping Omega's sample away from the Empire. She does not want them to discover something about Omega. I think we're going to find out, and I've heard this rumor as well. This might be a possible spoiler, so you might want to silence this particular part here. But I did hear a rumor that the Omega's M count is fairly high, so which means that she would be force sensitive. This is a theory that goes back to the first season, where we didn't really get any development in regards to that force sensitivity. We didn't see her use it at all in any of the aspects or adventures that they had. But I think what we're going to find out this season is Omega most definitely is a force-sensitive clone, or at least she has a very high M count. Somewhere along the line, they spliced her blood with the blood of a Jedi, and they were able to get a clone with a fairly high M count. It'll be interesting to find out whose blood they spliced it with. So we'll see how that goes. So that something to kind of keep an eye on as this series goes on, as they're now going back to alluding to Omega's force sensitivity, which also means that they spliced her blood with a force sensitive individual prior to the Emperor taking over the cloning operations from the Kaminoan. So again, that is something that we most definitely want to keep an eye on as this season goes on. So really good episode. I did enjoy it a lot. Not a lot of action. I think we only had one action scene where she drops the thing on the droid and allows Spectre to escape. But I think that is going to be a key scene that comes back and plays itself out later on in the season. So really good episode. I enjoyed this episode a lot. And I'm going to go ahead and score this episode. I'm going to give this episode a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was a really decent start for the season. We're getting 15 episodes here. So I'm not worried about this being a filler episode or anything of that nature. I think I would more or less categorize this particular episode as more of a character-driven episode, kind of building up Omega and Crosshair's relationship. And we'll probably see these two bond later on. Hopefully Crosshairs will come around and the both of them will find a way to escape the facility. So really good episode. I did enjoy it a lot, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. Put those comments down below. And of course, we're going to get into episode 2 right after this. And hopefully I will have this episode up shortly after the first episode has gone up. But I do need to individually edit these video, guys. So I will do my best to get these videos all up today, guys. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.